to my channel. It's Seven Kala and this is your crafty host Priyanka. Today we are going to do something different. I'm going to show you how you can make your own rhinestone paintings. Suppose you like some picture online that you really love but you can't find it in the diamond painting kit. What you can do to make your own diamond painting kit and make it look it looks absolutely gorgeous. I mean, if you want to check out how it looks, I have done a few diamond paintings and I will leave the link in the description below for that video where I showed my diamond paintings that I painted, painted and applied diamonds to it myself. And I'm going to show you the process. Me personally, because I love drawing, I draw my own pictures, but some of us cannot draw, and that's why we choose diamond painting as a hobby, because well, you don't have to draw and you don't have to paint. So I'm going to show you a technique where you don't at least have to draw. You still will have to paint, but that's like basic painting. You don't have to get really complicated, just really basic painting, and you can make your own rhinestone painting from any picture that you like. So what I've done here, let's begin. You will need very few minimum supplies. You'll need a canvas, you will need any printout. Like here I have a baby Mickey Mouse printout from which I found on Google. This image I found on Google and I printed it out. You just go to Google and type you like Mickey, you like whatever you like, you just download that image, you print that image. And I kept it really simple for this for this tutorial, but you can get as complicated as you want, but I've kept it really short and sweet. But you can really, the sky is the limit, just remember that. So I have used just a regular printer paper, nothing fancy, and I printed this printed this coloring page out. You will also need a tracing paper, a canvas, a pencil, and a transfer paper. So what you do is you first print this image, then you take the tracing paper and trace it, and I've already traced the image here on the tracing paper. If you can see, if it's picking up on the camera. Okay, so I've already traced it. It does not have a balloon on the actual painting, actual printable here, but I just added it. You can leave it out if you want, or you can go as crazy as you want to be. Then you take a small canvas, because I'm going to take a small 8x10 canvas. I'm not going to use any big canvas because I'm just doing a small short tutorial on this. Excuse me. And I'm just going to put this transfer paper. This is a yellow line transfer paper, and I'm just going to place it at the top edge, because I know it's going to cut out here a little bit, since my printer paper was A4 size and the canvas is 8x10, so it'll cut out a little bit in the bottom, which is okay for me. You can always go one size bigger in the canvas and make it bigger. And all I need to do is trace out the outline here on the tracing paper. Just go over the lines that you have already drawn to transfer the image onto the canvas. So here I'm just going to go ahead and do a little bit of transfer. And I really enjoy diamond painting. I mean, I know a lot of people are getting into diamond painting, and it is an amazingly addictive creative art that you can do. But sometimes I just feel like I want to do something on my own with the drawing and everything. So all I decided was to just make my own diamond painting, and which is kind of fun too, because I enjoy it very much. And like I said, you really don't need to make any, you don't need anything complicated for this. Even the painting I'll show you, just keep it really flat and simple, as if like the young kids are coloring. Just make sure you don't go outside the lines and it'll be okay. I mean, you just get some acrylic paints and just do some flat painting. So I'm just going to finish it up, and then I'll come back and show you how my transfer looks like. Here I have traced my whole painting onto the canvas, and if you don't have a tracing paper like the one I have, you can always use the Dollar Tree parchment paper, and that works great too. You really don't need anything fancy. I just have all the supplies in my house, and I always it's just always in my house because I'm tracing some or the other thing all the time. So you don't have to get fancy. You can always use the parchment paper from Dollar Tree. So here my transfer paper was gave out a yellow outline, so I think it's hopefully it's catching enough for you guys to see how it looks like. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the Mickey Mouse, the baby Mickey Mouse, really basic, nothing complicated. And we'll go on and we'll move on from there. So let me go ahead and paint it off, and then we'll go on to the next step once I'm done painting. I'm going to show you a little bit of coloring on how I color it, so that you have an idea what I'm talking about. Flat painting, nothing really complicated. Just take, like I'm using blue right here for the dungarees of the baby Mickey Mouse, and I'm not going to do any shading or nothing. Just take the blue the way it is and then color it, making sure that I don't go outside the lines, and color it properly. It doesn't even need to be double layered. You just have to make sure that you're coloring it within the lines, and that's it. It's kind of like paint with numbers, but you don't have any numbers. You can choose your own colors, and you can do the paint however you want to, however you like. Just nothing complicated, really simple. So here I am painting the dungarees, and I'm just using regular acrylic paints. I got, this is the Craft Smart blue, I think Mediterranean blue, and this acrylic paint lasts forever. I think I've had it for the longest time, and I think it's only 50 cents, and if you do go to Walmart, you'll get it a little bit cheaper too. So yeah, it doesn't even take that much color, and you can get it as cheap as you like. I mean, if you get it from one of Joann's or Michael's or somewhere, you can probably use coupons too. So hey, you know, it can become more cheaper. So I'm going to finish off coloring, and then we'll move on to the next step. So here I have completed my painting, and doesn't my baby Mickey look absolutely adorable? I know. My son even recognized it's Mickey. So hey, that's a very good thing for me. But just joking, he did recognize it was it's Mickey Mouse, so that was a good point. So now that once you're done, you'd completed doing the drawing painting, now all we have to do is diamond it up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some rhinestones. I have a lot of them, as you can see, just the orange rhinestones right here. I always color coordinate according to the colors, and I have a ton of them. And if you want to purchase any of these rhinestones, I will have a link to my Etsy shop in the description, and you can check out my store for any of the color rhinestones that you need for any crafts. And I do sell them in 4 different sizes, from 3 mm to 6 mm. So yeah, it's kind of fun for me to do all this diamond painting because I have these beautiful rhinestones. And so I'm using my 3 mm rhinestones, the orange ones, if you can see right here. And I used to use foam plate before I started getting crazy about the diamond paintings, and I have a lot of these trays now, so I'm using one of them today. And then I take the tacky glue clear gel, not the opaque one. You can also use the opaque one if you have handy, but it takes, while it's drying, it makes your painting look really ugly, because it's just like, is it going to dry clear or is it not going to dry clear? So I just gave up on it and I started using the tacky glue. I even used E6000 for it, and I also tried using the Quick Fix or Super Fix, one of the two that you get in Dollar Tree for $1. But I feel like tacky glue does the same job, and you really don't need any E6000 on it. The first things first, we need to take black rhinestones and do the outline. For my painting purposes, I'm using one size bigger black rhinestones. They are 4 mm, and then the colors that I'll fill inside will be 3 mm, because I like to keep that kind of balance. It makes the picture pop up more. And outline, you should always, the outline always gives it a better look. So just go ahead and just do outline on the black outline with your tacky gel. And then I'm using a wax crayon, but you can use a pick-me-up tool or any wax pencil or anything, but this was handy and I always use this. I like it. And just pick it up and put it on the line where the black line is. Just keep following the black line. Sometimes it gets crazy with the crayon, but I really like the crayon. It's lighter and it makes me work faster. So just continue doing the whole line, and then I usually do the outline first completely and then I start filling up inside. But for the video purposes, I'm just going to show you a little part right here, and then I'm going to show you how I fill it in. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue here, and I'm going to finish this line and then add a little bit inside. I'm going to finish off my line up here. And make sure you're putting them close to each other and next to each other, and they are touching each other, so there's no gap in between them, just like the diamond painting, like as if they don't have gaps between them. And there's one thing about these paintings is that it takes a little while to dry, but the sky is the limit with these paintings. You can do whatever drawing you want to in diamond painting. So here now I'm putting the orange rhinestones, starting to put the orange rhinestones in between. It does show more gap than the regular diamond painting kit, but that's okay, because in the end it just gives a beautiful shiny image. And I just start applying the rhinestones really quickly, but the tacky glue takes about 10-15 minutes to dry, so you have some time to work around with them if it moves on you. Okay, and this is how it looks like if it's picking up on the camera. Don't worry about the glue, because it's going to be covered up, since we are going to cover up the whole Mickey Mouse. So I'm going to go finish it up and then come back and show you how it looks like. Okay guys, so here is my completed Mickey Mouse covered in rhinestone everywhere. And let me bring it closer. And this is how it looks like. There are two things I want to mention here before I finish up this video, is that if you try doing the outline, the black outline with your brush, and if it's a little thick and thin, that's okay, because it's always going to get covered with the rhinestones. But if you're not really confident enough and you don't want to, you think that it's going to mess up your painting, or you can always use a Sharpie to do the outline, and first color the inside and then do the outline with the Sharpie, so that even if your painting is a little bit crooked on the edge, the Sharpie will cover it and then it'll give it a sharp look. So that's why I prefer doing the outline, and that's what it gives a sharper edge to the painting. Also, the second thing is, while your painting is drying, do not put it in an upright position. Leave it flat if you are not working on it and you've just finished applying the rhinestones and you're not going to work on it for a few hours or till next day. And do not put it upright, just have it laid flat at least for about 2-3 hours, because while the tacky glue is drying, it tends to move around, and it drips down if you keep it in the upright motion. So that is one of the things that you have to be really careful about. And yeah, this is it, guys. This is a very small painting. If you want, I am going to post a video about the one that it's like 4 feet by 2 feet painting that I'm working on soon, and I will definitely upload a video for that really soon. So, but I'm still painting it, and it takes me a lot of time, and because I only do like art and craft like about 15-20 minutes a day, maximum an hour. I don't get that much time. But yeah, so this is it, guys. This is the completed painting. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to share this with your friends and family. Leave me a comment below if you want me to do more such tutorials, or you want me to buy a particular diamond painting kit and do a review and unboxing about it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to stay in the loop for every new videos that I post. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye. Love you all.